Hey, how's your day? My name is Renmei, and the new beat 'em up minigame is really cool. But first off, happy Pride Month. Second, we got a brand spanking new update on June 1st. And with that, we got a lot of new content. Ruben the Pig made a similar video, but unlike them, I talk, like an annoying miner on Twitter.
And with this new update, this 16-year-old toddler is going to get moist and get critical, but in a good way.
The new beat 'em up minigame is pretty cool. Yandere Dev wanted there to be a combat minigame in the game for a while, but only now does he actually get to do that. And he did it well. The interface looks reasonable, and the mechanics look awesome. I will admit, it is a little over the top for Yandere Simulator standards, and the sound effects are basic, but it's still a cool diversion from how the game usually is. Like all the other minigames, it's cool. It's also possible to leave notes on Senpai's desk. We can now finally form an indirect relationship with him and not just wait on the sidelines. Matter of fact, I wonder if there's going to be a bonus week after Megami, so that Ayano and Taro can create and consolidate an actual relationship. But small stuff like this is kind of the best we got to getting closer to him. I would root for the ability to talk to him outright, but from a gameplay perspective, it would make sabotaging a rival useless if we can just talk him away from a rival. And from a story perspective, Ayano is kinda new to the whole love thing, so it makes sense that she has no control over herself. Progress. A progress bar will appear at the end of the day when you sabotage a rival's events. It's good to know where you're at, so it makes sense. You can now change the size of the subtitles, but only to medium or large. Good for the blind people, but in the future, maybe add an option to turn them off? You can fill a water bucket with brown paint. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why this is necessary. Yeah, to buy time in a sensible way, than just pouring water because a character needs incentive to take a shower and they wouldn't do that after being doused in water, but it just comes off as weird and... You now have 5 bounties, making Panty Shot as a form of info points completely obsolete for the people that complained about characters being over-sexualized when that never happened to begin with. You can now bring items with you to school. So you can basically just go to the small town, go to the convenience store, get rat poison, and poison Osana's lunch that way, which trivializes, one of the schemes from InfoChan where you just get 25 info points and just buy rat poison from her. But then again, it kind of makes it quick and easy to just complete the demo as quick as possible and just go about the rest of the game's content with cheats on, so that's understandable. I did the same thing. The psychology stat now actually does stuff. It reduces the amount of sanity you lose from performing violent actions, increases the amount of reputation you gain from a positive social interaction, increases the effectiveness of your matchmaking, and increases the amount of psychological damage you deal when torturing someone. As of now, when you kill Osana with a weapon, the game will play this slow motion effect to make it more dramatic. If you ask me, it kinda goes on for a little too long in some cases, but for the most part, it looks really cool. In the sewing room, there will be plushies, and when you take a picture of them, InfoChan will tell you who the plushies are a tribute to. And the plushies are a tribute to everyone that helped Yandere Simulator grow into the game it is today. How cute. I think I should wrap up the video there. That's about it for this, and what's this? With this build, I accomplished about 99% of the task I wanted to complete before I switched my focus entirely to the put 10 rivals into the game into a timely fashion goal that I mentioned at the end of my most recent video. There are still 1 or 2 little things I may decide to put in the game over the next few days, so you might see another build really soon. But either way, this means that this build, or the next build, will probably be the last build of the game that contains less than 10 rivals. How exciting.
You can tell by the tone of my voice that I am absolutely beaming in excitement.
Thanks forever. Love ya.